bring to you every week from no place in particular. This is the Forever Road podcast featuring Bosco. He's a music lover, a historian, and a connoisseur of the obscure. Find us on some great platforms like iHeart, Spotify, and even more as we keep growing. Now, pointed down the Forever Road, here's Bosco.
I like that intro. I think I need to update the intro. I was listening to it. I was like, by now, I think Turtle needs to be a part of that.
Oh,
here's Bosco. I mean, you've been here.
Brother, I've always been here. I have always been here. Just know I've always been here.
Welcome in, everybody. The best worst thing you've never seen. We are live. It is Sunday. It's a rainy Sunday evening. Turtle and I just, finally got that trailer off before the rain and the storms and the weather come in. So everybody, wherever you're at, please be safe. Shortly after you left, man, it started coming on in.
We just got it within the last 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mine's retarded behind. Can you say retarded on you? Anyway, I went up to the store to go get a bag of chips and a drink so I could come back and make my sandwich. I don't like eating sandwiches without chips. I don't know about anybody else, but
ended up going to Mi Ranchito.
No. I was good. I passed there, went to the store. I was tempted.
More burritos.
My truck started to turn into their parking lot.
Yeah, definitely.
But I was like, no, straight. I don't know if that was the water on the road that was making me, but
yeah.
Went to the store, and as soon as I got to the store, I heard the tornado siren start kicking off, and I was like, oh, great. I'm in a glass box, and the tornado is going to come. That's awesome. Because the whole front of the store is all glass.
Yeah. Yeah, no tornadoes. We'll be all right.
No.
Just thunderstorms.
No. So, got back here, made sandwiches and all that. I knew I had to let my dog out one more time before we went live. And then next thing I know, it's a quarter after, and you're like, hey, man, what are we doing? And I was like, oh. Man, that last hour flew by.
Yeah. I was about to get on Call of Duty and go to Verdansk.
But welcome in the chats. I see Tyler's in the chat. David J. I've never been to Tombstone. We need to make a road trip. Forever a podcast road trip.
I don't know
There's
about
a couple places.
going all the way to Tombstone, but yeah, let's go. Get you a motorcycle license and you get this 94 from me. We could definitely do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a buddy of mine bought his Harley. I don't know if it was new or used or whatever. I don't remember that part, but I know he bought his first one. Taught himself to ride around behind the Harley dealership, and then I think he took off to Florida, like right then and there. He just
then and there.
See ya.
Yeah. That's how you do it.
He said it's only a 6-hour.
Yeah,
that's nice. That must be nice. I want to go to there's a road trip. I want to go to Muscle Shoals and see that studio and that whole area up there.
Yeah. I hear you on that one.
I'm not a big fan of going to Nashville, though I'd like to see the Ryman Auditorium just because it's historical factor.
Yeah.
And ride to Montgomery where Hank Sr.'s, his place was, and his grave.
Right.
But anyway. So yeah, we're gonna cover. I did cover earlier. I cut a little short reel today in music history. Did you know? I didn't know that until earlier when I was looking everything up. Today is the birthday in 1937 and the death day of Merle Haggard. He died the same day. Well, obviously years apart, but he died on his birthday.
He's a time traveler.
Yeah, he died on his birthday.
Wow.
Right? I didn't realize that until I was looking it up earlier today.
You can't be more perfect, can you?
He's laying in his bed. One more day and be my birthday. I die tomorrow.
Yep. He's going, 3:00 in the afternoon. I could make it.
12.
I've done everything else perfect in life. Might as well do this.
12:01. He's like, all right, I'm out of here.
All right, y'all are boring me.
Yeah.
Oh, not another fake country song. Shit.
Yeah. This country music.
That's fucked up. Shut up, turtle.
Yeah.
But I forgot about that.
What I've started to realize is I really like getting into and that's actually what I was gearing this whole podcast for. The obscure, he says in the opening credits, opening intro, the outlaw, the free spirit, the stuff like that. So I'm going to continue to keep going down that. I like that. And I think that's why I start looking, because I'm choosy. I pick and choose when I don't hit every highlight on the today in music. Merle Haggard, Tammy Wynette. Tammy Wynette died today in 98.
Yeah.
Tyler said 1%. And, I didn't. She's been married 5 times.
Good Lord. I didn't know that.
I mean, she had a song called Divorce. And I mean, really didn't even say the word. She spelled it out. Yeah. She wasn't really, sitting in Pinehurst at a store on 2 wheels. There you go. Well, be careful.
The store is on 2 wheels? Because I think I know which one it is.
Pinehurst. I don't remember. Is that north or south? That's south.
South.
Isn't it?
South of Perry.
Okay. Yeah. And then Nicky Sullivan, who was one of the original members of the Buddy Holly's Crickets, he passed away today. But I didn't see anybody else's birthday other than Merle Haggard. And then as I'm going down the list, I was like, wait a minute. Because it showed Merle Haggard 1937. I scroll back up. Merle Haggard died this day. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So, yep. And if it's your birthday anywhere out there in the interwebs, I almost said Radio Land, happy birthday to you. But this past week, man, I got to meet. I mean, I told Craig I was going to say something to him on here, but yeah, I got to meet Craig. He's been on the episode with you and I before, but for other listeners,
right?
On the episode called Mechanic. Him and his beautiful bride went down to Florida, and they hung out, went to Disney, and did whatever else. And on the way back, they stopped off in Perry on Road over there to see him. And we hung out, and they had Chick-fil-A for the first time. I don't think they have a Chick-fil-A in Canada, so
Dang,
I was gonna.
I bet they got Popeyes, though.
Huh?
I said, I bet they got Popeyes.
I was gonna take him some Fincher's barbecue.
Ooh.
Right, and some Mrs. Griffin's barbecue sauce to take home with them.
The Griffin sauce would have been good. But I probably would have gone down to Broadway, gotten some Tuckers or White Diamond. Oh, ooh, White Diamond. Ooh.
No, Tyler said Mary Brown's. I don't know what that is.
So you got to be a Church's.
Oh yeah,
Texas chicken.
That's what they call it now. Church's Texas chicken.
No, it's always been Church's to Texas, but nobody ever calls it that.
No,
They just call it Church's chicken.
Church's.
When I saw that, I was like, "Oh crap!"
There was 2 fried chicken places here in town. One's a KFC and one's a Church's, and the Church's is the only one still open.
Is it? I thought.
Yep.
Oh no, you're talking about where you're at. Yeah. Where I'm at, I heard that one's closed, and I thought I saw it reopened. The Church's, that is.
I hadn't been to Church's in years, man.
Well, you want some greasy chicken? That's the place to go. But
don't get
me wrong, it's good. It's good chicken, but it's greasy.
Well, that's something else that Craig said. He said, "Man, I've never eaten so much fried chicken until we came down here." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. You're down south."
I mean, if you get closer to the water, it's just fried fish. Down here in the south, if it isn't fried, it's baked. Unless you're in Florida, everything's baked down there.
Yeah, really.
Figuratively. and obviously.
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Oh, that reminds me.
Yep.
There's a Whataburger in Eatonton.
Sorry to hear that.
We passed by it on the way from getting that RamCharger. As we was coming back down through there, I looked over. I said, "What is that?" From the distance, I could see a big W. I've never seen a Whataburger before, so I didn't know. And we got closer. I was like, "Oh!" So I'm gonna have to ride up there just to go eat a burger. Take an hour and a half trip just to go eat a hamburger.
Have fun.
I mean, I've done it where I was in Tybee and drove over to the closest Longhorns I could find. I
hate Longhorn too.
On my way I went to Longhorns. We drove over in South Carolina just to eat a steak.
Longhorns is the Olive Garden of steakhouses.
Well, I didn't find a Texas Roadhouse anywhere nearby.
It's hard to do that sometimes. It's hard to find the good stuff.
I prefer a Texas Roadhouse, but
I mean, I preferred Logan's for the first year they were open. But anyway, I'm making myself hungry again.
Sorry. But yeah, it was super cool to see Craig and his bride and hang out. And I gave him the first ZZ Top album called Fandango.
Yeah.
I think that was our deal when he was on our episode, when he was on here before.
Yeah.
And he owes me a Fargo emblem now.
Yep.
And he actually tagged me in a post earlier today. He was like, I remember, that we met up and all that, and he actually did say, I don't know, but he actually did say that he owes me a Fargo emblem. He said the only Fargo emblem I got is on my truck. I was like,
go ahead, hand it over, buddy.
I'll send you a Dodge emblem off the hood of an 87 Ram. I'm not giving up the 84. I like the 84. Anyway. All right. Let's see. What are we going to talk about today? Tim Hortons.
Yeah, Tim Hortons.
What's that other place that we got recently? Jack's. Have you ever been there yet? I think we talked about that place before, but it's all right. Okay, I was waiting on the beat.
It was trash, complete trash, but like compacted trash, but not necessarily the trash, just all the juice that comes out of it when you compact it. It's the bacteria inside that juice. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. That place was disgusting.
Talk about this rain getting gone so I can get home. I can't help you, man. I mean, I hope that it moves on. It's not raining that hard here.
Alan, just pedal faster. And
he was the one that I was just. He's the one I was just talking about that went and maybe he'll comment here, but he went and got his Harley off the showroom floor and then took off. I don't remember. He'll probably comment now that I think about now that
he's in Pinehurst. Tell him to make it another 10 miles up the road. He'll be in Perry. He can park in my yard and sit on my porch.
Yeah, open up your garage.
It won't fit.
Yeah.
I got that trike in there.
Get one of those portable carports. Stick in front of your garage.
Why?
Man, I don't know. For this purpose. You got no room. You can park under something dry.
He can park his wet bike outside. It's already wet. It's not going to hurt it.
Okay. Did y'all pop emblems as shithead kids, or was it just me? Yeah, did that too.
Mostly the Mercedes ones, because we knew the people that owned them either were in debt anyways, or they were rich doctors and it didn't matter.
Let's see. I stopped before the rain. Yeah, good deal. Yeah, I did. I had Cadillac emblems, Dodge emblems. It didn't matter. I had a collection of them. And my mom.
I did pull an SS.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, the car lots around South Macon never had any SS anything.
No, I pulled it in the mall parking lot during a car show.
It's more like LE.
It was a Nova.
Oh yeah,
it was an SS Nova. It was a '73 SS Nova, and I pulled his SS off the side of it. He deserved it though.
For a long time, I still had my Power Wagon it logo on the 76 on certain model Dodge trucks back in the 70s. They had what they call a bird bath hood. For those of you that don't know, it's because when it rained, water would collect right there in the recesses of the hood. And on a good day, spring, summer, whatever, you'd actually look outside your window and see birds playing around in the water,
splashing in the water.
Yeah. And even when I was little, I heard bird bath hood referring to those trucks.
Yeah,
and
didn't make any sense. Never made. I seen it happen.
I was laughing because I'm going, if I go out there and pop the hood, the birds would freak out. But I just let them do their thing.
You're just looking at them going, well, I'm glad I don't have one of them nice paint jobs.
Right.
They're all tiptoeing and tip-tapping on your hood and scratching the crap out of it.
Man, if I had a nice Power Wagon, I'd shoot those birds.
After I scared them off the hood.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, pepper
your hood. No, you just find the low point and poke a hole in your hood, and it just drains on top of your.
Drill a small little tin. Yeah. So, why would you want the SS Turtle?
Yeah, well, because I'm an old school muscle fan, and that was old school muscle. But the guy that I stole it off of was a complete ass. And he was very rude to people. And he was, I can't remember exactly what he said, but I was about 15 years old and I had gotten tired of what he was talking about. So I went by his car and I had a small pry and I just popped it right off. It was actually a bent screwdriver. That's what it was. A bent flathead screwdriver. And that's what it was for. It was popping off those old badges.
Yep.
Had a little on the elbow. It had a rubber piece on it.
Alan Thomas, I don't know if you're still in the chat so you can hear us or anything. Where was that first trip when you first got your bike? I was telling him earlier. You first got your bike. You first bought your very first one. Where did you go? Just comment in the chat so that way I can highlight it. But for those of you listeners, which I think a good percentage of our listeners are on Spotify. And by the way, y'all follow us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and here live every week from no place in particular. And click that like, subscribe button, and share this. Share this to your social medias, please. Let everybody know. We are here every week, just doing our thing. But yeah, I stole a lot of emblems too, man. Matter of fact, that's why I took that ram head off my hood.
Mm-hmm.
It's sitting over in the toolbox. You asked about it earlier. I was like, yeah, I know you do want that ram head. It's in the toolbox back there.
Now that I know where it's at,
I hear you.
Still won't get it.
Dude, those things are actually very expensive to replace.
I know. That's another reason why I wanted that one.
I was like, dude, so I'm going to find some way to mount it on something.
It'd be funny.
Fact, that little blue toolbox I got, that little tiny one, I think I'm going to mount it
to the top of that. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Use that for the handle for the lid.
Okay. He said the first trip was just to Savannah. Okay, cool.
Oh, well.
Now that you just
took
16. Off for yeah. I know he just took off somewhere. He just went on a couple hour ride, like fresh off the road. It's
a pretty rough ride for your first ride, though. I mean, it is I-16. Pothole city.
Yeah, really.
No, the pothole expressway.
And then nothing to look at the entire way. Trees and
I mean, until you get to Metter.
Metter, you brought her. Okay. Just some people checking in. Making sure that I'm good and everybody's good. Yeah, man, we all good. Got a lot of standing water now.
Tell it to sit down. Wait for a little bit.
3 provinces of Canada. That's crazy, man. That's cool, though.
Yeah.
So it's not really good if you got lower back issues or anything like that, huh?
I mean, that depends on the seat.
I don't know. Maybe someday. Let me sell this house first.
Yep. I got one on standby for you.
Away. I hear you. I trade you a red truck for.
Nope. All I got's a welder for trading.
Okay. So
wait. The 1500 or the 100?
Oh, yeah. Right. So who passed away last week? Who did we lose last week? Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. Mad Mardigan.
Which is who?
Mad Mardigan. From Willow.
Oh yeah, I didn't know his character's name in that.
Mad Mardigan.
The only one, and I didn't even know anything about the other movie.
Which one? He was in several.
Not top. Real Genius.
Yeah.
I saw some highlights from that movie, dude. He's actually funny. He was actually a funny guy.
He's a great actor.
I mean,
he really absorbs the character.
I think sometime this week when I'm, when I come in at, because I stay outside most of the time now when I come home till dark, and I'm like, all right, I'm going inside. I'll probably watch the movie Real Genius because it looks hilarious. It looks like it was funny. Anybody in the chats, do y'all know what your favorite Val Kilmer movie was? Or is, rather? Y'all can pretty much guess what mine was.
Top Gun.
Batman Forever. Dang it. You said Top Gun.
Woo. Calm down, Turtle. Calm down.
Where's Ghost in the Darkness? What is he talking about?
Wait, what?
And I think, oh yeah, good Lord.
No, not Valerie Kilmer. No, just playing.
Thunderheart, that was pretty good when I remember seeing it. Heat. Heat was brutal. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Wonderland, Spartan, Red Planet, Mine Hunters. I don't even know about that one. Twixt. Sounds like you got hit by a Twix bar. It literally says TWIXT. Twixt.
Twix.
Like you got assaulted by a candy bar.
assaulted by a candy bar.
You've been twixed.
And all we did was snicker. Tried to pick him up, but I had butterfingers.
Deja Vu was a pretty good one he was in. With one of my favorite actors, Denzel Washington. I mean, you pretty much just say Denzel at this point.
Mr. Washington.
He was in a lot of movies, man.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
103 movies as an actor.
Really?
Yeah.
There was one that was called Felon.
Well, and TV shows.
Batman Forever, Willow, Top Secret, Real Genius. Of course, my favorite, honestly, one of the best movies of all time, Tombstone. It's at the top of my movie list. It's at the top of, and if you haven't seen the movie Tombstone, then you need to go reevaluate life.
But have you seen Wyatt Earp's Revenge?
No.
Where he played Wyatt Earp.
Did he play Wyatt Earp?
Yeah.
You don't have Twix candy bars? Yeah, we have Twix candy bars. What's he talking about?
Yeah. Anyway. 2 for me, none for you.
Left or right?
Well, you know what? You know what caused that real quick?
What's that?
Kit Kat. Give me a break. Where they talk about separating it and giving it to your friends.
Yeah.
Twix was like, we're not having none of that. No, 2 for me, none for you.
2 for me, none for you. Yeah.
None for you.
Yeah, man. Alan, big homie, be careful.
Be safe. Please.
Yep, be safe. You know how the people get when it's been raining around here. But yeah, man, I mean, some of the lines off of and there's somebody in another podcast, actually, she posted something about Top Gun the other day, saying it was one of her favorites. And Tyler knows who I'm talking about more than likely. Melanie, or on in the chat, she's known as Felony Melanie, I think. Anyway, she was saying that he was better in that movie in Top Gun than he was in Tombstone. I was like, I beg to differ, sir. By far. But that's just.
Did you know he was in Knight Rider? Not the original series, the one with the Mustang. He was the voice of Kit.
Was he really?
Yep. He was uncredited.
That's cool.
He was the voice of Kit for 18 episodes. 2008, 2009.
That's pretty cool.
IMBD is awesome. Because like I'm looking at these things and going, oh, okay.
They said that for his character in the movie Tombstone, he had to have a dialect coach, and he actually read extensively and did all his research. And that's the way he was, is he would totally immerse himself into a character, just like when he did the Doors movie. I think and I don't know this, I'm just saying what was reported, but they said that because of how he was from the movie The Doors is what cost him his marriage, because he just totally immersed himself. So he was Jim Morrison. He was Jim Morrison offset.
Yeah, like he was trying to stay in that character.
Yeah,
totally.
What was that movie Tropic Thunder? I stay in the character up until the DVD commentary.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like, man, you gotta know how to turn it off sometimes. Come on now.
Yeah. Tell that to Johnny Depp. He still thinks he's Jack Sparrow.
I mean, okay, yeah, I get it.
Come on now. Jim Carrey could do it.
I got a piece of metal in my thumb.
Well, that's not where that's supposed to go.
No.
Use a magnet to get it out.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work this time.
Give it an MRI.
I'm going to have to, yeah, it'll pull it straight out then, won't it?
Right the part out. We'll have to worry about that thing no more.
But yeah, so in the movie, the movie Tombstone, we'll just cover it, I guess, unless you got another movie you want to cover real quick before we go into the next thing. So you got Kurt Russell, Wyatt Earp, Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday, Sam Elliott, Virgil Earp. Sam Elliott's been I think he's immortal. Bill Paxton as Morgan, Powers Booth as Curly Bill Brocious. Yeah. But yeah, his whole character. And there is a Doc Holliday Museum in Griffin, Georgia, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, but why?
Because he was born. Doc Holliday was born in Griffin, Georgia.
Was it actually Griffin? Was it somewhere else? I thought it was somewhere outside of Griffin, one of those little small towns that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, like Wellston, Georgia?
No, it's actually it's actually technically still there, as long as that train station stays there.
Really?
Technically. It's not listed because it's unincorporated and it's not kind of really there. It's literally only the train station.
It's like Payne City and Macon. It's its own city. There's a mayor and a post office. I think of what it's called. And a police department. I think it's one dude walking around with a nightclub or something. I don't know. But yeah, so Val Kilmer, rest easy, man. Thank you for everything you done. Thank you for always being there, Doc. As
Mardigan.
Yeah. But I think I'm gonna check out that other movie, Real Genius.
Yeah. Just go through the list of all the movies he's done, and you're gonna see a lot of movies like Red Planet. Remember him being in that?
Not until today.
See what I mean?
I hadn't seen Red Planet.
I was going.
But it looks like something that
It's something I would have watched when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like in the 90s. 30 years ago.
He did such a phenomenal, and I'm just going to focus on his Doc Holliday character. But he did such a phenomenal job that people are still quoting this movie 30 years after the fact. And that was 32 years ago. And people still going, I'm your Huckleberry. Or,
although it's wrong.
It is wrong, and I know the decal on the back of my truck is wrong too. But still, you know what the man's mean. You know what he means.
We know what you know what's being, or what other people are saying when they say, you know what they're quoting.
So, for those of you who don't know, I'm your Huckleberry is actually supposed to be I'm your Hucklebearer.
The handles on the casket.
The handles on the casket. Thank you, Turtle. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Just to clarify any of that, if anybody didn't know, but yeah, I knew that a long time ago.
Yeah, they're called Huckles, and you are the bearer.
Yep, like pallbearer. I think it was either my daddy or my uncle. One of them corrected me on it because I was like, "I'm your Huckleberry." They asked me to do something. I said, "Hell, I'm your Huckleberry," or something to that effect. And they were like, "Hey," one of them popped me in the back of the head.
Schooled you a little bit.
Hey, stupid! Don't it's Huckleberry. And I was like,
tap the reset button.
So what do you mean? And then they told me what it really. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
Man, they had such cool ways and sayings back in the old days, though. Ways to really cuss somebody out without really actually saying the words.
Yeah.
And making you feel like that big.
Yeah, like saying, bless your heart. Nanas are still doing that all across the South, my brother.
Oh, yeah.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
even Emily says it.
Oh, Lord.
I got a message on my phone from the teacher one day. Just to let you know, Emily had some choice words, I think is what she said. And I was like, oh God. So I said I messaged her back and I said, you can call me if you need to further explain, but I do need a further explanation. And she called me, she told me that some little girl had said something in class that was either not right, obviously not right, or was just so obscure that there was no way anybody was going to believe her anyways. And Emily had said, bless your heart. And then looks at the teacher and says, at least she's pretty.
Oh, man. Oh, God.
Because we say that to her all the time.
One part that kind of reminds me of where old buddy, in Tombstone, Doc's in there, and he's like, "Why? What's the guy's name? Does this mean we're not friends? Because if we're not friends, I don't think I could bear it."
Yeah. Oh my God. And that line has been used in so many movies since then because of, not just because of what it means when you're saying that, just how funny it is to say that to your objective, but it's a reference to Val Kilmer's part in that movie.
And that's what I'm saying.
It's fucking awesome.
We're not quoting Top Gun movie lines. Nothing against fans of Top Gun. You like that movie? That's I did when I was a kid.
Did you see Maverick though?
No, I didn't see it.
You got to see it. Only for the Val Kilmer part.
I actually watched the Val Kilmer part.
Then you know what I'm talking about. That was
yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Cruz goes, let's not ruin the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
But like I said, and Alan Thomas, he was in the chats earlier. I know he's on his way home, but we were all bad about doing that, especially in middle school and just in general, talking smack. People go, I'm gonna come kick your, you're a daisy if you do, Yeah. And people go, what? I'm a daisy, yeah. Huh?
You then throw they have that to out stop there, and people think about it.
the hell are you talking about? Oh, you're Daisy if you do. Of course, the part where Billy Bob Thornton's character, I don't know, Johnny something, he comes running out there pointing that gun at Wyatt Earp. He goes to raise it up, and Doc, hey, Doc, I didn't know you was in town. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot you were there. You can go now. You know.
Yeah.
They go to talking and all that.
Completely dismisses him.
He's just standing there holding a rifle. He's like, he's like, oh yeah, sorry, you forgot you were there. You can go now. And just the character, man, just that, you know, and that's I was thinking about it today, and that's why I said in the intro, a lot of this podcast, a lot of what we do now is that free spirit, the outlaw, the ones that living around on the edge. And that's pretty much what Forever Road is about, is, you know, bringing, even if we talked about it before, or something new that happened years ago, not the mainstream, but the people that live on the edge, people that stand up and go, yeah, I'm going to do this my way. I'm going to do this thing the way I'm going to do it. If you don't like it, fine. You know, I think that's why I have such a fascination with Doc Holliday's character, Hank Williams Jr., and, you know, Waylon Jennings, and obviously the Duke Boys, and, you know, those people that just, I'm going to live my life how I'm going to do it. Yeah. You know, like Wyatt Earp in that movie Tombstone, he smacks that boy. He smacks Billy Bob, smacks the shit out of him. You gonna do something? You gonna stand there and bleed? Pull that, go, you know, pull it and go to work. Let's go. You gonna do something?
Yeah.
But that movie, I think we need to do an episode on just that somewhere down the line, just on Tombstone. You know,
it'll be a long episode.
Let's see.
Shut up.
Huh?
I said neither one of us is going to shut up.
No.
It's going to be like a 2-hour long episode. It's going to be like Jay Darrell White back on here. The 3-hour podcast we had with.
Oh gosh,
that was fun though.
So in other news, everybody. So yeah, rest easy, Val. Thank you for everything, for real. And there again, thank you for everybody who's been hanging out with us. We've been rambling on about Val Kilmer, Doc Holliday, and his other movies. There you go.
Somebody put a counter on this video.
Take a shot every time you hear Turtle say that name.
Mad Mardigan.
Be like on One Morning I'm Out Here. Every time you say 100, you gotta take a drink.
That's why I was taking a drink. I thought about it.
But so in other news, as everybody knows, I got myself a RamCharger. If you don't know, I know, so excited, right? I wish I had the button to where you hear everybody cheer and clap and woo.
As soon as I find my sound bites, I'll have all that. I'll have a one-man clap, and then I'll have the whole crowd clap. Pretty fun.
Yeah, you got to do the slow clap one too, where it's just like.
That's how the one-man clap starts.
Okay.
Yeah. And I can actually skip through the sound bite and get to the part where he's just like. So it's a 2-part sound bite, if you will.
So when I was little, my grandparents had a RamCharger, and I've been fascinated with them damn things ever since. I mean, I actually had a 4-wheel drive version around the end of my first marriage. I think Bubba can. Did I? Something like that. Bubba reminded me because I didn't think nothing about it. It was just one of those trucks I had for that long, and they had the the Dodge RamCharger is large. It's a big full-size SUV that they built from 74 to 93. Short and wheelbase version of the D series pickup, 2 or 4-wheel drive, D or W, however you go. The Plymouth version, they did have a Plymouth version. It's called the Trail Duster. Yep. They were mostly produced 2-door, 4-wheel drives, although a 2-wheel drive version was available.
This is the one you got, right?
Yes, 2-wheel drive.
Okay.
The early versions from 74 to 79, I believe.
81? No, that was the
80.
Trail Dusters.
Yeah. They were convertibles.
80. Yeah.
The
80. That's right.
First generation, 74 to 80.
Yeah.
Which I've only seen like in real life or IRL. I've only seen maybe 2 or 3 of those.
I was going to say
first
in
generation.
sight only two or three soft tops.
Right.
With the dealer installed soft tops. I mean, I don't know if it was really dealer installed or they got the aftermarket one and put it on themselves, but
well, if they were anything like the K5 Blazer, I think, because I had a K5 Blazer, I think they come with the hard top, and then they had the, like back in the cargo area, they had the vinyl or the canvas top.
74 through 80 models came without a roof with a dealer installed fabric top or an optional removable steel roof.
Ooh. Removable steel. That had to be heavy.
That was dealer installed.
Good
so
Lord.
The dealers are the ones that put them on there. And that's what I'm saying. I think I've only seen 3 ever to come with a soft top, which would lead me to believe that it was a factory installed soft top. Because who would want a damn soft top on that thing unless you lived out in like Hawaii or
California, Arizona.
Yeah, maybe Arizona. But the hard top would make more sense anywhere else.
Mine is an 84 for anybody who, for those listening. Mine is an 84 square body. It currently does not have a front clip.
It unclipped itself.
Yeah, it don't have much at all, really. Lord. But I got it from a guy who's been on this show before, Dan Atkinson. I traveled up there a couple weeks ago. For those of you that aren't followers on Instagram and Facebook, y'all saw me do this short video where me and Derek from Bad Dog Health and Fitness, playing around, trying to get off of one trailer onto another trailer. But Brother Turtle came over here today, helped me get it off this trailer and into my carport. So,
Doyle rules.
That's right.
Well, I mean, we can't lie though. We did get that old man to help us push it up into the damn carport.
We pushed it up the driveway about 10 feet and had to stop.
Yeah, well, I'm old, so cramps.
Removable steel roof with a flip up rear tailgate window. Early 74 model differs from the others in that its door pillars are attached to the removable roof. Yeah, on the doors.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, there's a guy out in Crawford County from here. There's a guy out. He's a big Dodge guy, and he's got from what I remember, I think it's a 78. But it's got it's got a hard top.
Yeah.
The roof, everything's there. He's actually got a set of, because of the smaller wheel bolt pattern, he's actually got a set of Dodge Charger RT wheels sitting on it.
Nice.
The 5-spoke.
Yeah.
and it looks good. I mean, the truck is in rough shape. I mean, but yeah, like from a distance, you're looking at it and you see this lifted, RamCharger, the old body style, and you're like, huh, it's sitting on 35, and it's the I guess the newer version of the Charger RT wheels. But the rain's coming in again.
You better hurry before we get disconnected.
Right?
You and that good old hard gray internet.
Also, and I read this the other day, Friday, I think, when I was doing my early research. Also available was an insulated center console for keeping items cool when filled with ice. Yes, sir.
Yep.
I got some. I hadn't seen that one before. Gamecock Steady. I don't know who that is. Somebody in the chats. Welcome in.
I don't know what the police got brought up. I don't know what that's for. I don't get the reference.
You know what they say about Dodges? Better than Ford. Yeah, a lot better than Ford.
Most everything is.
But yeah, so the RamCharger was in is Dodge's competition and answer to the K5 Blazer and the Ford Bronco.
Full size
for full size.
Yeah, got that little toy box they built.
The 78 to 96 Ford Bronco, Chevrolet K5 Blazer. I did have one, like I said before.
I'd like to find one of those.
Oh, K5 Blazer? Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd jack that joker up so tall. Put some like 144s on
it. They discontinued the RamCharger at the end of the 93 year, but they brought it back briefly in 99 to 01. They did sell them full size RamChargers with the second, it's weird looking, the second gen Ram front end, and it looks on the back, it looks like a Durango.
Yeah.
It's weird looking, man. Like I think down in Mexico or South America anyway. Usually standard with a slant 6, a 318, or 360. Some of them came with big blocks, 400 and 440 respectively.
4-speed manuals and 3-speed automatics.
Yep, 727 torque flight.
Yep.
I had the second generation, the 80, 81 and 93 model, but like I said, mine's a 84. Mine's two-tone gray and silver and two-wheel drive, and I'm in the middle of. I did get to drop the front end on the first gen Dodge Deep Series pickups and RamChargers. That you can use the full-size van lower and control arms in place, in place of the stock ones, and it drops the front end. It drops the front end 3 inches. Wish Ford and Chevy would let. Yep, good deal. That Merle Haggard reference. Good days really over for good. Good times really over. When they changed the body style in 81 to the square body, they went with a full welded, non-removable steel top, which I think they should have went with the K5 design, like made a cab and then the rest of it be removable. I think that'd have been really awesome. Made a fiberglass top for it and been done with it,
Yep, put a roll bar on it.
Yep.
I mean, I hate to say it like this, although I own one and love them, but like the slanted roll bar like they have in a Jeep.
Yeah. It comes down and hits a 45 and then comes down. Yeah.
Chrome, because it's, 1984. You put the big Baja lights up on top.
Nitrous in the 18-wheeler. Nitrous in a diesel.
Somebody's done it, but that's not what we're talking
about. Yeah. Many manual transmissions were offered throughout the years. 8535 5-speed and 92. They did have the Granny Gear 4-speed with MP 435. That which was most common in 4-wheel drive models. I think, and like what we talked about earlier, let me see that third generation. It looks like a Durango. Let me see if I can share this screen.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen the new ones?
Oops. Yeah, I was going to bring that up here in a minute. Like toward the end of us.
I thought that's what you were talking about. You started saying Durango again. I was like, wait a minute.
This is the 99 to 01 model, or the South America model. If anybody can see that. Tyler in the chat, so I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me know if you can or can't, or Gamecock Steady. There's Uncle Jerry. He's in the chats. But if y'all can see that, let me know. I wonder where Deadleg is. Usually he pops in.
Yeah, no, he's gonna miss it again. Shows up in the last 10-15 minutes anyways.
Hey man, I sent everybody a link in my personal.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah. So that was the third generation, 99 to 01. It was down in Mexico. Yeah, okay.
Of course it was.
Yeah. Mexico gets a RamCharger for those 3 years, but we don't get it. Okay, that's how y'all want to be. But the predecessor to the RamCharger was actually really cool, I think. Where'd it go?
I was trying to find it.
The Dodge Town Wagon. Man.
Yeah, the RamCharger is just a 4-door.
No, just 2-door. Well,
no, I was talking about the new one. I can't wait to tell you about it.
Oh yeah. I'm not excited.
I thought I heard you say something about that. Sorry, I was trying to do 2 things at one time.
Yeah, but there's the predecessor. That's what the RamCharger was before. Dakota County Fairgrounds in Minnesota. Dakota County. And then obviously everybody knows about the Durango, which we ain't got a. That's not. Where's the first generation Durango? So this is sadly what Chrysler Corporation dropped the RamCharger for.
I mean, it wasn't completely terrible when you did a motor swap.
As long as you're not trying to ride around in that dog shit engine 4.7 that they put in there.
Yeah, like you got in your truck.
Yeah. God almighty, man. Oh no, Tyler, I don't know if we can be friends anymore, dude. He's one of those LS nerds. Nerd. Not even a nerd. That's a dork move, man. Come on.
Oh wow. Damn, that's rude. Call it.
You want to make a Dodge person mad? Put an LS engine in a Dodge. Sure. Maybe that's how they do things in Canada.
Ooh,
Don't make me find Craig and tell him to come find you. I know y'all are on opposite sides of your country or provinces or whatever.
He's in BC. He's in BC.
Yeah. God. Totally threw me off with that comment. I'm not even gonna repeat out loud. Dork.
Oh, you mean the
I'm
Hemi
just
swap?
messing with you, man. Man. Yeah, so people, my plans are, because I picked up a 360 LA out of a Little Red Express from this guy and it's got everything there. So just to get the RamCharger going for now, I'm gonna put that 360 in there, and I have a Hemi Eagle Head Hemi engine that I'm gonna build eventually, and put it in. No, they didn't. And put it in the RamCharger later. I still have a house to sell and clean up and all the things, so that kind of takes priority as it is right now. I have that 87 pickup I'm gonna pull all my dash pieces out of and my fenders and everything like that, and I'll probably show y'all the build as it comes along. So y'all stay tuned to the Instagram channel and our Facebook Forever Road Podcast Facebook page. But as it is right now, man, it's under the carport. I'm excited. I know Turtle's gonna come over here whenever he can. I know he's super busy during the week.
I'll come over and hold your beer for you.
Yep.
In my belly.
Only the ones from Golden, Colorado. Yeah,
you mean the melted yellow snow?
Whatever, dude, it's good.
You're like,
I'm trying to make sure that the label doesn't show on the screen so I don't get dinged for anything. Get the whole episode deleted because it's showing that was
just get
showing off trademark stuff.
Just go to Harbor Freight, buy a log of electric tape, and wrap the top of your beer can enough times with electrical tape that you can just take it off each time and make it a top to your koozie. How do I know that?
Oh,
because you wax the can and it won't stick, but you can wrap it around itself.
Well, these cans are.
Yeah, no, I know. You put the can in your koozie, right? Hold on.
Yep.
So you take your koozie and put the can in your koozie. I can't do it because this is that leather one and it's shrunk. Put your can in your koozie and it sticks up. You wrap it with electrical tape lightly so you can create a cap. And then you take it off. Take it off of it and then wax the can so it doesn't stick to it anymore. But you put the cap on, hold it, and just keep rolling tape around it until it creates a cap that's as wide as the koozie. I have a friend of mine that live streams, and he drinks glass bottles but refuses to buy one of those zipper koozies.
Yeah.
He uses a regular flat stack koozie and has made an electrical tape top because you could not show alcohol on it back then.
Oh yeah. As far as Jerry's comment earlier, he said some of them had him in. They didn't. No, they did have a 400.
He talking about the Durangos.
And I've never seen a Durango. Well, the newer Durangos did, yes.
Not the original, not the first gens.
No.
The second gens did, and the whatever they got nowadays.
Yeah. You're right. I thought he was talking about the RamChargers. My bad. The only thing I don't like about these bottle cans is you can't really pop them like you do a regular can. It's kind of like, let's see. You get that.
It's like a 20 ounce. You can't go.
Right. But so that's
the little glass
all we
bottles.
got. Gonna move on to our. You want to do the ad read this week?
No, go ahead. Do it. Oh, no. We can both do it.
Yeah.
Did you see the video I sent you earlier?
I'm going with no.
They got another event going.
Really?
Yep.
Good deal. So here it is. If I could, there we are. All right. Operation Tackle Box. we have a few veterans in our family and also in the brothers and sisters community of Forever Road Podcast. Apparently they have a new, let's see, huge thanks to Steve DeSante. If I pronounced that correctly. If I didn't, forgive me, I'm sorry. And Cali Farms for the donation of the UTV, and Foxy Wrapped for wrapping the UTV. Some other people that they don't, anyway. So yeah, congratulations to the winner, John Welsh from Knoxville, Tennessee. He was the one that won the UTV that we've been talking about for a little while now. And y'all can actually go on their page and read who won it, and the big, huge thanks to everybody. They are still working their way to buy a boat, a wheelchair accessible boat for the veterans, and their mission to get the warriors out on the water. So you can still go donate at the bottom of the page, right there. Donate now, PayPal, all the credit cards. And there is an email address. You go on there, send in your email. You get you get updates about events, fundraisers, and all the things. I have a habit of saying all the things. I don't know where I picked that up from.
Well, go put it down.
Y'all know that Operation Tackle Box means a lot to Forever Road Podcast, especially to Brother Turtle. Yep. Thank you, Tyler. Go enjoy your dinner, man. Thank you for being in the chats, brother. Family owner operated team focus full time on planning out fishing expeditions for the veterans. They have plans for helping veterans, whatever they need. Sorry. Your brain never just skip a word. GI Bills, VA claims, absolutely anything and everything they can do, they will do.
And they will.
Yep. Healing through reeling. Combat veterans helping combat veterans. So Facebook, Operation Tackle Box, Instagram, Operation_Tackle_Box. Y'all go on there and if I hit shop now, it's going to change the screen. Y'all won't be able to see what I'm looking at, but check out some super sweet merch for our listeners. Go on to operationtacklebox.org. I'm saying that correctly? Yes. Link to their page will be in our link on Spotify and everywhere else you listen to this at. But a huge shout out and congratulations to the guy that won the UTV. My Operation Tackle Box hat and shirt is packed away in a box somewhere. Not a tackle box, but in a box with all my other clothes. But yeah, so you got anything else, brother?
Be merry, be well.
Yep. Thank you for being in the chats once again. And for those of you who are listening, if you go on to YouTube every week, we engage in the chats. Tyler was in here earlier. He went to go eat some dinner. We had a new one that I'd never seen before, Gamecock Steady. I don't know who that is, but thank you for being in the chats. Alan Thomas, big homie, thank you. I've always called him big homie since we were little. David J, he was in here in the chats earlier, and Uncle Jerry, I saw you. Thank you for being in the chats. Y'all go in there to your settings, click auto download. Please go on to Spotify, give us a 5-star rating and review. Next week we're gonna have something super cool that I'm very excited about as well.
A pool party.
We're live from a swimming pool somewhere. Me wearing my banana hammock and a trucker cap.
I got it. I got the pool in the backyard.
It's gonna wear a banana hammock and my cowboy hat.
I'm gonna wear a turtle print banana hammock. Well, it won't be a banana hammock. It'll be more like a Plantain hammock.
Plantain hammock. I know I could be loud. That's why I turn away from the microphone. I don't want to blast anybody's ears out. Oh, Lord.
Oh.
All right, man. Well, let's get out here and go play some Call of Duty. I'll meet you at Verdun.
Actually.
What?
As soon as we get off of here, I have to run to Verdansk real quick. So,
all right.
I won't be able to play Call of Duty right away.
I will give y'all some more updates as the week comes on.
Alan Thomas made it home. Thank you for letting us know, man. Thank you.
Soaking wet. He is home.
Hey, but you're home.
Yep, that's it, man. You're home.
Go jump in the shower. You stink.
We're gonna call him Big Homie Rainwater now.
Call him Big Slomy. He could have beat that rain.
But thank y'all for being in the chats, for real. I really appreciate it. For those, like I said earlier, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. If you got any questions, concerns, comments, whatever, got a topic you want me to cover, shoot me an email at foreverpodcast@gmail.com. You got anything else?
No? Long and prosper. I don't know.
As always, brothers and sisters, the road goes on forever. I love y'all. Have a great week. Everybody stay safe. Peace.
Thanks for riding with us on the Forever Road podcast with Bosco. Hey, you can find and follow us at Instagram and Facebook, or just drop us a line or a question anytime at foreverroadpodcast@gmail.com. See you next time on the Forever Road podcast.